We are now joined in the studio by Laura McLeish. Hello.
Good afternoon, Liam.
How are you?
Very well, how are you?
I'm not too bad. You are on Spark Drive Time on Tuesday afternoons.
Tuesday Drive, that's right.
Very good. And we've brought you here to talk about the brand new Bridget Jones. I'll put a post on the old Spark group saying, we need somebody who's an expert. And you were the one who were like, pick me, pick me.
I'm a massive fan of Bridget Jones. The first film, second film, and now the third film.
So when did you first see it, the first one?
The first one, pretty much as soon as it was a thing. I had it on video.
Wow.
And yeah,
VHS.
taking it back.
Nostalgic.
I had that on video, and then the second one came out around... How long was it that the second one came out after?
I think it was about 2004, about 3 years after the first
So
one.
I still had my VHS, so that was on video as well. Then I got them all on DVD.
Yeah.
I moved up with the times because they're just like... For me, they're classic films.
Right, yeah.
So as soon as I could, I got to see Bridget Jones and her baby.
So this is the brand new one. It's been 12 years since we last saw Bridget. Before we get into the actual film, were you happy to hear the news of a new one?
I was kind of optimistic because everything's the same. If you know what I mean, all the production, everything's the same.
Yep.
I had faith in them that they were going to do it well, but then I was still kind of like, are they going to do it justice?
Yeah.
But it's a film.
It is definitely a film. So in this one, this is Bridget Jones' baby, the third in the series. We meet Bridget. She's in her 40s now. She's 43-year-old. It starts on her birthday. Then she goes to a funeral.
Yep.
Oh, should we say who it is?
Can we?
Well, I'm going to say that Hugh Grant's not in the film.
Hugh Grant's not in the film.
He apparently said the script wasn't good enough to come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they sort of conveniently wrote him out in a sort of quite interesting way.
Then they kind of wrote him back in a way, at the end?
Yeah, sort of. So basically, she reconnects with Colin Firth's character, Mr. Darcy, or Mark Darcy. I think Mr. Darcy's quite a cool name to call him.
Sounds quite cool.
We'll keep calling him Mr. Darcy. She goes to a festival with her new friend as part of her TV job. She goes to Glastonbury in one of the most crass middle-class scenes of opulence you'll ever see. And she comes across Patrick Dempsey, this suave-looking American guy. They have a one-night fling. She thinks nothing of it. Then she finds out that she is pregnant. Oh dear. And then all carnage ensues. She's got two men on the go, one past flame, one new flame, and it's all up in the air and crazy. And typical Bridget Jones.
Very typical.
She still struggles her way through life. She's still, at the start of the film, very single, and continues to be sort of on the fringes of single, but also in a relationship at the very same time. Just like that.
At one point, she's literally in a relationship with two men.
Yes, and it all comes to a head in a very funny scene in the Italian restaurant as well. I really like that bit. So first of all, how does it match up against the first two?
It's very different because we see, in my mind, she's a totally different Bridget.
Yes.
Renee Zellweger herself, she's changed completely.
She's not been in a film for 6 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's had a bit of a break.
She has changed completely. She's aged, obviously, as Bridget would, so we see a totally different character.
Mm-hmm.
She's, I would say, more mature, but when you see the festival scene of her falling in the mud, that's a question. But I think it matches up really well. It flows well, in my opinion. Like, if you'd watch all three in a row, I think you wouldn't notice too much difference. Yeah,
that's fair enough. So there's been some kind of natural progression with the character.
Absolutely.
So there's obviously no Hugh Grant. Patrick Dempsey's been brought in. I thought he was one of the better parts of the film. I actually really like Patrick Dempsey.
I did. I was questioning it because I've never enjoyed him in a role before.
I don't think I've seen him in a role before. What kind of things has he been
He's done a lot of TV work.
Right,
and I've never enjoyed anything I've seen him in. So I didn't have high hopes for his character, to be honest. But when I seen him, he played that character perfectly. The antenatal classes they were attending, his character in those particular scenes were hilarious.
Yeah.
And I just thought he really fulfilled the role well. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoyed his character.
I think he proved to be a decent sort of, well, not a villain, but certainly an anti-Colin Firth.
Definitely.
He was definitely like a polar opposite, and that really worked. I will say that I'm not the best person to ask about this. This is kind of why I've brought you on, because it's fair to say the film's not really for me.
No,
possibly.
maybe not.
I'm certainly not of the opinion that I shouldn't go and see it just because it's not tailored for me specifically. There's certainly parts of the film that are more broad and more general. There's some good slapstick in there, even if some of it is kind of a bit rehashed-ish. But it kind of had to, didn't it? Really, you can't hide to. Some of it I feel like has been dragged kicking and screaming in 2016. There's certain parts that feel like it's the Bridget Jones that was classic, but it's kind of got those little tinges of 2016. And some of it's like 2013. There's a Gangnam Style reference.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, quite a big Gangnam Style.
Was the script written in 2013 by any chance?
Possibly.
Was it kind of in storage for a little while? No, I think on the whole, I was kind of I feel like I didn't appreciate it quite as much as those who have enjoyed the series more would have, and I certainly can't take it away from anybody, not at least you, for liking it, basically.
I thought, I was in two minds as to whether it was going to be well done, or it was either going to be a car crash or brilliant.
Yeah.
And I thought it definitely did verge from the first and the second, it definitely verged on being brilliant for me. My nana loved it. I took her along with me, and there is some really, really awkward scenes that maybe you shouldn't watch with your grandmother. But we powered through, and we both really, really enjoyed it.
I saw it yesterday in a room full of older people. I saw it during the day. It was very busy, full of older people. There was a lot of cackling. That's what I'll say. It was a lot of and some particularly outrageous parts. But no, I think those who it's for are gonna like it. It's certainly not a bad film. I'd feel very bad if I was to destroy it, which I've got no intention of doing. My mum saw it as well because it's kind of more her speed. I think she's sort of on the same page as you. She's got them both on DVD, and she liked it. She said it was a bit sloppy. Which I think is fair enough. Although I don't know if she meant soppy or not. It was through text. It could have been soppy. I suppose it's a bit of both, isn't it?
Definitely. There were moments where I had a lot of tears in my eyes, but I'm a sad kind of person.
I will say that the funny thing is, it's a comedy drama. It's a rom-com / comedy drama. It's kind of an amalgamation of the three elements. The bit that I was most invested in was the drama.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I didn't laugh a great deal, but I did. By the end of the film, I did sort of genuinely care what happened to these people. I felt like it's been quite an investment to get through the series. So I was kind of like, I kind of hope this. I've actually got an opinion about who she ends up with.
I had a massive opinion. I had a massive opinion, and I was unsure when I left the cinema whether she'd went down the right road.
Yeah.
But then as I was thinking about it, and then thinking back to the first one and the second one, I was like, in my mind, she's definitely made the right choice.
So is this it then? Do you think this seems like good closure for the series?
It would be good, considering the very end of the film. When you think about those scenes, I think that is the perfect way to end it. Everything's it ended on a high.
Yeah.
And I think it would be wrong for the fans and wrong for the actors to keep it going further.
Yeah, I think so. It's been such a rip-roaring success, reviews-wise, critically, money, it's been doing really, really well. But no, I agree. I think that's kind of it. Unless there's going to be a Daniel Cleaver spin-off. That could totally happen now.
I'd be behind that. I'd be behind that, as long as the script was, good enough.
Yeah. It's just kind of hard to imagine a whole film of Hugh Grant just being utterly horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first one, he was pretty awful.
Pretty nasty, yeah, some of the stuff. But another mention for Sarah Solemani as well, who plays her friend at the TV station. She's very good. She's very funny.
She is brilliant.
Yeah, it's good because have you seen the TV series Him and Her?
No, I haven't.
That's definitely one to watch because she's fantastic, and it's good that she's kind of made the leap from TV into film. And what a way to do it!
She did it really, really well.
She did.
I really valued her as a really important character. I would definitely put her in the top 5 of characters that were leading it.
She did sort of fade out of the film in the second half, which I thought was quite odd, but I suppose as it kind of went more the dramatic route, made sense. No, on the whole, I thought it was fine.
I thought it was a good film. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
That's high praise. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Lauren McLeish, for joining us. You can hear Lauren on Tuesday Drive Time.